So coming up next, I'm going to talk to a couple who's been giving back for years. They have been coordinating our Financial Peace University classes for a while now. Financial Peace University is our proven program that will teach you how to never worry about money again. And the reason why they started coordinating classes is because how it affected their lives. So they want to actually give back to others. So let's hear more about their story.
We had to shut the business down in 2011. We suddenly, in 1 week, just went to a situation where we didn't know where, our next income was going to come from.
There were a sequence of events that happened. One of them was a financial crisis at the bank. We didn't have the money. We didn't have it. We had finally got to the point we just didn't have it.
We had bought a business in 2002 after moving to Chicago. Actually done quite well in the first 4.5 years. But then shortly after that, we got into a partnership, and that partnership just fell apart within a year.
We were spending all of our time, all of our resources, all of our energy in the business. We were giving it everything we had to keep it going.
It was to a point where we had no idea that we were going to shut the business down, really going up until that week we shut the business down.
And then Sunday night we had to call all the employees, and it was a very tearful night. And it was, there was a lot of, we were unemploying people as well as ourselves. At that point you can't even see what's on the other side. You can only see the hole that you're in. 2
gentlemen came into our lives during that summer, and the second one of the two actually was the one that invited us to the church. A few weeks later, the church actually...
They were advertising that the class was going to start. And so we need that because now the business is closed, we're unemployed, and we're in crisis mode. And then we took the class and had 2 amazing leaders who walked with us through some pretty major decisions that we had to make. When we let that go for the first time and said the business has to go, the peace that defies all understanding, which is only describable once you feel it, descended on us.
And I remember very distinctly, Cindy, we were sitting in the car of a parking lot, in a parking lot for dinner, and she said, this is going to get used somehow. And it was just a passing statement. It wasn't a plan. It wasn't something or other that we foresaw. It was just a statement that she had made. But immediately, as soon as that class was over, it was like, we want to be a coordinator. We want to be a facilitator. And so we just got into the next class, the very next, semester, and been doing it ever since.
Give it a hoot, because y'all going to be debt free.
Well, I'm so thankful that you guys are here on the show because of this whole episode talking about giving. You guys are giving in such a unique way by being Financial Peace University coordinators. So I love just getting to sit down and talk to you guys about that because it's been 7 years. Is that right?
Yeah, time flies.
Yes, I know. So, and how many classes total?
I think we kind of lost track, 16, 17, something
17 classes. So you have story after story of families and situations people going through their journeys, and you get a front row seat is what we like to say into that. So I want to know, first and foremost, what even caused you to start coordinating classes?
It was kind of one of those things where it just felt very natural. There was an invitation, from leadership, and that invitation we just kind of jumped on it. Some of the reason we do it is it does keep us accountable to the process, and it's ever changing. We've gone through some life changes moving here to Nashville. So.
Yeah. So what's your favorite part about being a Financial Peace University coordinator?
The hope.
Yeah.
So many people come. And whether they're in crisis or not, there's a point it is different for everyone, at which they go through the process that the light bulb of hope comes on. And for me, it's always like seeing the sun after a really bad storm. It just lights up the room, and it lights up them, and we get to share in that. It's not anything that we did. We just walk through it with them. We didn't have to guide them anywhere. We just walk with them, and then they share that hope with us.
So for you guys, as you're sitting back and you're looking back after, years of classes, is there that one couple or that one person in your mind that you always think about when you say, okay, we're going to recommit and teach another Financial Peace University class? Because there's that one person, that one couple in your mind.
There was a particular group that we had, and it seemed like it was all single mothers or, people that were going, there was a lady that was going through divorce, and there was just some difficulty, and about week 3, 4, all of a sudden this gal was going to have to move out of a house, and everybody in the group collectively at some point over about a 2 or 3 day period just showed up and helped her move. And it's stuff like that. It blows you away.
It's amazing. So when you're coordinating something like Financial Peace University, there are some intimidating topics, right? I mean, you're talking about everything from paying off debt to insurance to buying a home and mortgages, all of it, and having coordinators like you all to walk people through those. Because, to be a coordinator, you don't have to, have a PhD and have a master's degree, and all of these things by any means. But you're able to help people walk through, okay, this is what this means, and you're given the tools, I know, equipped to help that as a coordinator.
A lot of it is just listening. Sometimes people have an emotional issue. They don't feel that they can do something. Something is too big.
Yes.
So they just need to talk it out. And once they talk it out, then now it's small.
Yes, totally. The big scary thing ends up being, it's just this. Once it's verbalized and there's a plan in place, all of that. Yeah.
And one of our favorite things to do is kind of around week 2 or 3, Michael ask, if you were out of debt, what could you do today that you're not doing? In what way could you serve?
I love that because it totally hones in on the point that debt's a thief, right?
Yeah.
It steals your money, so you're not financially able to do things, but it steals your time. It steals your emotional capacity. And when you're out of that, there's so many factors other than just money that come into play. And I love that you paint that picture. That's such a great question to ask, right? You live like no one else, so later you get to live and give like no one else. And you guys are the perfect example of that, seriously. You're incredible coordinators. You've walked with so many families. So from my heart to yours, again, just thank you. Thank you so much.
We thank you for the class. It's been wonderful for our own life. But we get to meet a whole lot of really cool people.
Yes.